Attachment is the great fabricator of illusions. Reality can be attained only by someone who is detached. Simone Weil. Love, at first glance, feels like magic, a flood of excitement, desire, and effortless connection. In the beginning, everything aligns effortlessly, as though the universe conspired to bring two souls together. The energy is electric, the emotions intense, and life seems brighter simply because another person exists within it. But, like the passing of seasons or the slow dimming of starlight, that initial spark begins to fade. What once required no effort now demands attention, care, and sometimes painful introspection. Why does something so beautiful become so difficult to maintain? The answer lies in the shadows we accumulate over time: silent grudges, unspoken resentments, lingering wounds. These fragments of the past cling to us, and so every time we engage with our partner, we aren't meeting them anew. We are meeting our own memories, our grievances, our disappointments. The relationship becomes a reflection of the pain we haven't released. When the heat of infatuation no longer masks these wounds, we are left with the raw truth. Sustaining a relationship requires energy, awareness, and forgiveness. But what is it really that gets hurt? Why do we suffer? This hurt isn't confined to romance. It touches all human connections, and at the heart of that pain lies a single thread: expectation. We hurt not because of what others do, but because of what we expect them to do. The heartbreak, the conflict, the tension, all stem from the silent conditions we attach to love. As spiritual teacher Sri Sri Ravi Shankar noted, "In true love, there is no heartbreak. A broken heart means broken demands, broken expectations, broken hopes, a broken ego." True love, then, isn't about receiving. It's about giving, not as a means to an end, but as a natural expression of one's being. Yet in romantic relationships, we often seek refuge from our loneliness. We want someone to fill the aching void, to distract us from the existential aloneness we all feel. In doing so, we turn people into emotional sedatives, coping mechanisms rather than companions. When love becomes a way to escape ourselves, it becomes addictive. And just like a drug, we suffer withdrawal when our source of comfort is taken away. We were never truly in love with the person, but with the way they made us feel. Our affection was never unconditional. It was transactional. This is the tragic irony. What we call love is often a bargain dressed up as affection. We give affection in exchange for validation, care in exchange for security, attention in exchange for attention. The relationship becomes a ledger of emotional exchanges, and when the balance seems unfair, conflict arises. If our love is full of demands, it reveals its true motive: self-interest. We want to feel safe, important, valued, and if the other person fails to fulfill this need, we feel betrayed. But this betrayal isn't about love, it's about ego. In such a space, the effort we exert is not for the other person's happiness, but to protect our wounded self-image. The love we speak of is not love at all. It is a psychological contract based on conditions and dependency. And yet, beneath all of this, true love waits silently, like a flame that never burns out. It requires no reason to exist. It does not need validation. It is not driven by desire or fear. It simply is. Love is not something to be given or taken. Love is a state of being, of presence. And presence cannot exist in the past or the future. When we love from memory, we love through pain. When we love from expectation, we love through fear. But when we love from presence, we love freely without attachment, without needing anything in return. To many, this kind of love seems unrealistic, even naive. But if we look honestly at the conflicts in our lives, not just in romance, but in family, friendship, and work, we see a clear pattern. The root of our suffering is always expectation. The more we expect, the more we fear. The more we fear, the more we cling. And in clinging, we destroy the very freedom that love requires to grow. To give without wanting. To care without needing. To act without reward. This is not only the essence of love, but the highest spiritual practice. It is the art of living without chains. And this wisdom extends beyond our relationships. Even in our work, when we act only for results, we become enslaved by outcomes. We trade joy for anxiety, peace for pressure. Life becomes a series of burdens, a mechanical pursuit of success with no soul. But when we let go, truly let go, something incredible happens. We begin to live. We act with love, not for love. We find peace in the act itself, not in what it gives us. We embrace each moment without bargaining with the future. And in this simplicity, life becomes effortless again, not because it is easy, but because we are no longer resisting it. Love, real love, is not something to find or keep. It is something to become.